Namaste and welcome to a new week and day 11 of our Yoga Somatic Movement class with me, Aura. Let's open the class by chanting the Shanti Mantra. If you know the mantra, you can chant along. If not, just close your eyes and absorb its pristine vibrations. So let's begin. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukh Bhag Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This week we are going to learn about the 7 Hermetic principles. Hermeticism was born from one of the most ancient cultures in the world, the Egyptians. The principles of truth are 7. He who knows these understandingly possesses the magic key before whose touch all the doors of the temple fly open. The Kybalion. The principle of mentalism. The all is mind. The universe is mental. This principle embodies the truth that all is mind. It explains that the all, which is the substantial reality underlying all the outward manifestations and appearances which we know under the terms of the material universe, the phenomena of life, matter, energy, and in short, all that is apparent to our material senses is spirit, which in itself is unknowable and undefinable, but which may be considered and thought of as an universal, infinite living mind. It also explains that all the phenomenal world or universe is simply a mental creation of the all, subject to the laws of created things, and that the universe as a whole and in its parts or units has its existence in the mind of the all, in which mind we live and move and have our being. This principle, by establishing the mental nature of the universe, easily explains all of the varied mental and psychic phenomena that occupy such a large portion of the public attention and which, without such explanation, are non-understandable and defy scientific treatment. An understanding of this great Hermetic principle of mentalism enables the individual to readily grasp the laws of the mental universe and to apply the same to his well-being and advancement. The Hermetic student is enabled to apply intelligently the great mental laws instead of using them in a haphazard manner. With the master key in his possession, the student may unlock the many doors of the mental and psychic temple of knowledge and enter the same freely and intelligently. This principle explains the true nature of energy, power, and matter, and why and how all these are subordinate to the mastery of mind. One of the old Hermetic masters wrote long ages ago, "He who grasps the truth of the mental nature of the universe is well advanced on the path to mastery." And these words are as true today as at the time they were first written. Without this master key, mastery is impossible, and the student knocks in vain at the many doors of the temple. And let's just take in a couple of neutral breaths, really absorbing these words that have come down. And for today's scripture, we are going to read from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verses 5 and 6. Uttared Atman Atmanam Natmanama Avasya Dayet Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhur Atmaiva Ripur Atmanah. Elevate yourself through the power of your mind and do not degrade yourself, for the mind can be the friend and also the enemy of the self. Bandhur atmatmanas. Bandhur atmat Bandhur atmatmanas tasya yenatmaiva atmana jitah anatmanastu kshatrutve varteta atmaiva kshatruvat. For those who have conquered the mind, it is their friend. For those who have failed to do so, the mind works like an enemy. And with great adherence to the purity and the holiness of the words from Scripture, let's join our hands lovingly in reverence to the cosmic intelligence in front of our hearts. Slowly rub your palms together in order to generate heat between both palms, and then cup your hands over your eyes. Blink a couple of times and then spread that warmth across the rest of your body. Then bring your hands back together in front of your heart, slowly opening your palms to resemble the budding consciousness which you are. Lovingly open your eyes and gaze at your palms. Namaste. So, as human beings, we are born as a blank slate. The popular term for this is known as tabula rasa, a blank slate. We do have certain innate abilities, such as the ability to recognize faces and to understand language, among others. But unlike animals who are already pre programmed to be who they are, their destiny pre decided, for us, we developed as characters and personalities over two factors known as nature and nurture. Science still argues as to which dominates the other, but the fact remains that these two factors are the main reasons on how we become who we are. Nature is based on the DNA that we have inherited from our family tree. So, even if we have had ancestors who have gone through certain things and coped in certain ways and had defense mechanisms, that could be transferred into our DNA. Let's say, for example, if we had an ancestor with maladaptive practices to coping with stress, let's say the use of alcohol, the likelihood of us developing an alcohol problem as well due to these inherited genes known as epigenetics. So, whether in a good way or in a not so good way, we have inherited our family's legacy, and that is who we can or could become. That is known as the nature factor. Nurture is that from the time we are born till the time we are around 5 years old, our brains are forming the most neurocircuitry connections to understand the connections to the world around us. We are absorbing the maximum from our immediate environment as well as the environment around us, like our neighborhood, our school, our place of worship, etc. So, let's say that you grew up in a home where there was a lot of trauma, a lot of fighting, a lot of stress. You were put down a lot, you were made to cower down a lot, you were beaten. If, like me, I have the earliest memories of me being beaten and bloodied and bruised from the time I was 3 years old. So, when you grew up like that, feeling defeated, feeling demeaned, feeling broken, you start to develop a character and a personality built around that through no fault of yours. It's just something that your body was learning. But here is something great. When you were conceived, when the male energy and the female energy came together to create you, look at this image. This has been scientifically proven. At the time of conception, this is known as the zinc spark. When the female egg is fertilized by a male sperm and that connection occurs, there is actually a bright spark that is created known as the zinc spark. The very first day of creation, you are light. What you need to know the truth about yourself is that you are that spark. Having the maladaptive practices that you have inherited through epigenetics, through your nature, or from what you have learned around you through nurture, it doesn't matter anymore. What you need to know the truth about yourself is that you are that spark. Anytime that you find yourself with a negative thought about yourself, oh, I'm too stupid, I'm too this, I'm too that, first of all, remember the Bhagavad Gita, what we've read today. You need to be a friend of your mind, otherwise, the mind becomes your enemy. Having said that, what you need to do is anytime that you're thinking a negative thought about yourself, just banish it out of your head. You can either say a particular mantra or just remember this image once again of the zinc spark where you became a spark of light. In order to help you align yourself and become more positive, you need to start doing these yogic movements. These movements have been practiced in various ways across different cultures. These movements will help you build better energy flow. Pranayam or breathing techniques in any way that you want, being conscious of your breathing will help you align the physical body with the spirit body or that spark. And you will start observing the world and you will start being a part of the world coming from the place of this divine spark that you were created as. All right. So we are going to start with our Sukshma Vyayam. Today we are going to learn a few more movements focused on the wrists and the fingers. But we are also going to recap the Sukshma Vyayam that we have already learned. And if you feel these movements are so easy, why are we doing this? These movements are actually very important. Think of it as it being your strongest foundation. When you were in school, you didn't start off at standard 10. You started off in kindergarten, and in kindergarten, you learned the basic how to draw the alphabet so that you could start using these alphabets to then create words, create sentences, create paragraphs, and create essays. That's how you moved along. In the same way, this Sukshma Vyayam will help strengthen your body so that when you actually start doing yoga practices, you don't face balancing issues, breathing issues. The flow will come naturally and beautifully. And along with that, we are going to first start off with the Nadi Shodhana Pranayam to help us balance our left and our right hemispheres of our brain, symbolizing the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous systems in order to keep us calmer, lower anxiety, keep the negative thoughts away from us. Okay, are you ready? Let's begin. So let's begin with Ucharan Sthal Tata Vishuddhi Chakra Shuddhi. Stand with your feet together, hands to the sides. Tilt your head up and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Bring your head back and breathe a couple of times. Very good. And the next is Prarthana or prayer. Pull your hands up. Make sure that your thumbs are touching your sternum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And bring your hands back. Breathe a couple of times in and out. Excellent. And the next movement will be Buddhi Tata Dritti Shakti Vikasaka. Head all the way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Bring your head back and breathe in and out a couple of times. And our next movement is Smaran Shakti Vikasaka. Keep your head straight with your gaze looking down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And breathe in and out a couple of times. And our next movement is Medha Shakti Vikasaka. So stand upright. Bring your chin down to the sternum notch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Bring your head back up and breathe in and out a couple of times. Our next movement is Netra Shakti Vikasaka. Tilt your head all the way back, focusing on the position between your eyebrows. Bring your head back. Breathe in and out a couple of times, gently. And our next movement is Kapol Shakti Vikasaka. I will demonstrate this first round. Puff out your cheeks with air, keep your breath retained, and then close your nostrils with your thumbs, bend your head down, and take a few breaths. We are going to do 5 rounds, counting 10 breaths each. Alright? Are you ready? Let's begin. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Breathe out now. The next movement is Karana Shakti Vikasaka. I will demonstrate the first movement. Close your ears with your thumbs, cover your eyes with your index finger, your nostrils with your middle finger, and the other 2 fingers covering your mouth. Then put your chin to your sternum notch and breathe in. Now let's do it. Round 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, Griva Shakti Vikasaka. I will demonstrate this. The first 10 counts, you will move your head from right to left. That is 1 count. And then after that, 10 counts up and down for another 10 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And our next movement will be Bhuja Bandha Shakti Vikasaka. Keep both hands in Adi Mudra. I'm just demonstrating the first round here. Bring your hands up, thumbs facing upward, in, out and in. We'll do this 25 times. Let's begin. Hands in Adi Mudra. Bring your hands up, thumbs facing upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Bring your hands down and breathe a couple of times. And our next movement is Koni Shakti Vikasaka. I'm demonstrating this round. Both hands in Adi Mudra and simply bring them up, down. Now let's start. Both hands in Adi Mudra. We are doing 25 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Excellent. Hands to the sides and breathe in and out a couple of times. And our next movement is Bhujavali Shakti Vikasaka. I'll demonstrate this round. Keep your hand out like this and up. Don't touch your leg or your head. We are going to do 10 rounds for each hand and then both hands together 10 rounds each. So are you ready? Come on. Keep the right hand, invert it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Keep your hand down on the left hand side, hand out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's do it with both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hands down, good job. Breathe in and out a couple of times. And now our next movement is Purna Bhujya Shakti Vikasaka. I will demonstrate this first round. Keep your hand in Adi Mudra, and then we will rotate our arm clockwise and anti-clockwise for each of the arms, and then we will do both of them together. Let's begin. Hand in Adi Mudra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other side, hand in Adi Mudra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both hands now in Adi Mudra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've worked hard, so take in a couple of breaths before we start the next movement. Our next movement is Mani Bandha Shakti Vikasaka. I will demonstrate this first round. Keep both hands in Adi Mudra. Bring them up and then just twist your wrists like this, up and down. And then we are going to bend our elbows and do it this way with hands in front of the chest. Let's do it for 10 rounds each. Hands in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And breathe in and out a couple of times. Our next movement is Kara Prashtha Shakti Vikasaka. Keep hands to the side. Now we'll keep our fingers together and move them up and down straight, and then bend your elbows and do that. You have to keep your fingers together in this movement. Let's begin. We'll do 10 rounds of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our next movement is Kara Tala Shakti Vikasaka, and I will demonstrate. This time for this movement, you will keep your fingers loose and separate from each other, and then lift up and down. And then do the same thing with your elbows bent in front of your chest. And we will do a round of 10 for each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And breathe in and out a couple of times. You're doing great. Our next movement is Anguli Moola Shakti Vikasaka. And I will demonstrate this round as well. Keep your hands with fingers loose and just hold it in position. Okay? And do the same by bending the elbows. Ideally, you're supposed to do this for 5 minutes, but since we are doing this, just hold it nice and loose. It will strengthen your fingers. That's what this round is meant for. And now bending the elbows, hold in the same position. Very good. Just hold it. Ignore any outside noises. Let nature be nature. Just focus on your inner world. Very good. And our next movement, the last one for the day, is Anguli Shakti Vikasaka. I'll demonstrate. Basically, for this movement, you need to keep your hands in a claw-like position, or what I call a starfish position. We will do it straight and then by bending the elbows as well. Basically, you want to strengthen your fingers, okay? And keep this position in hold. Ideally, you should be doing it for 5 minutes, but I'm just going to keep it for 30 seconds almost for each movement. It will, the longer you hold this position, strengthen your fingers, your wrists, your arms, which is great when you actually start doing yoga movements. Good job. And now bending the elbows, hold the same position. And how did you feel doing the Sukshma Vyayam? The more you do it, the more you practice it, the more you're building the muscle memory in your brain so that these movements start flowing more easily. You're not going to have as much difficulty as when you did just starting it off. You're going to feel a lot better when you finish, and things, just watch your life, how your life starts becoming, even though outside it may seem like things are the same, life is not going to suddenly and miraculously just change and all your dreams come true, but you're going to feel that life is far more bearable. You're able to make better decisions, you're able to be far more creative with your decision making. Your relationships are going to align a lot better. You're going to be able to approach and communicate with others far more smoothly. So last week we spoke about the 7 days of creation, and day one, as I was speaking about the divine spark. The divine spark on day one of creation was light. Day one, the creation of light or awareness. The biblical creation is let there be light. Human consciousness, the emergence of awareness or enlightenment. In the macrocosm, the creation of light symbolizes the initial burst of energy and consciousness in the universe. On a microcosmic level, in human terms, this represents the awakening of basic awareness and the ability to perceive and understand one's existence. This coincides with the first law of Hermeticism, which we read from the Kybalion, the principle of mentalism. All is mind, the universe is mental. This principle posits that everything that happens has its origin in the mind. The universe itself is a mental construct of the universal mind, often referred to as the All. So you know that when they show people having ideas, there's a bulb on top of their head. Think of it that way, that all ideas come from that divine spark that you are. And now we are going to close our class for today along with my cat Gypsy. We are going to close the class today by once again chanting the Shanti Mantra. Are you ready? Close your eyes and receive its pristine vibrations. ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Now lovingly, in reverence to the cosmic intelligence, join your hands together in front of your heart. Then rub your palms together to generate heat between your palms. When the heat is being created, put your palms over your eyes and blink a couple of times. Then move your hands over your body to spread that warmth. Join your hands in front of each other, then slowly open your palms to represent the budding consciousness with you, which you are, and then lovingly open your eyes and gaze at your palms. Namaste.